Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Today we're getting into the second part of the side quest. We're going to be teaming up with our friends to go on a little project to the Dragon Sanctuary with Bill. Right. Who's coming? You better have a good explanation for this, Hunter. I hate sharing a table with other people. What do you and Charlie smell like goats? I like it. I'm just wondering why. I'm playing Oda Goat. Alright, Jenny. I gathered everyone I could. Some of our classmates weren't able to make time. How would you not be able to make time for this? That's alright. We ought to keep this small anyway. Those of you who did make time, I've got news that you'll all want to hear. All of you. You're leaving Hogwarts? No. Bertie Bott's is finally releasing a ghost flavour. Not that I know of. Too bad. I've always wondered what they taste like. I imagine they taste like candy floss, or perhaps marshmallow. I think they taste like death. Focus up, people. Shiny's trying to tell you something. Thanks, Charlie. As many of you know, Bill's job is sending him to Romanian Dragon Sanctuary. Yeah, we all remember the tantrum you and Charlie threw when he wouldn't let you join. Well, what if I told you that he changed his mind? Bill's authorised me to plan a field trip to the sanctuary. We'll even get to help him with his Gringotts task. What is the Gringotts task? It sounds like it could be dangerous. I'd like to know more about this myself. Agree. As ever, my thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. Right, well I suppose I'll do my best to quench it. Once you hear about Bill's assignments, you'll be begging to come along too. I mean, I don't know why you're not already. Dragons. Studying. What's got you feeling down? I guarantee there's a dragon for that. Are we allowed to ride the dragons? And will there be a gift shop? Probably no and no. I'd offer you a butterbeer, but you seem giddy enough already. Bill's been sent to recover a golden egg from one of the dragons. You can measure happiness by how many dragons you've seen in your life. Fact. The Romanian Dragon Sanctuary is the largest dragon sanctuary in the world. I've never seen a real dragon. Does that make me miserable? Who here has heard the famous story of Urgruf the Unwary? Anyone? Nope. I'm just wondering that I might get eaten. I'm just worried that I might get eaten alive, or roasted alive, or stomped on. All possibilities. If we help Bill do his job, do we get a cut out of his salary? Seems only fair. Probably not. It won't be much of a sanctuary once I'm there. I'm a dragon's natural predator. What's got you feeling down? Okay, we're on repeat, people. Operation repeat. How many do we need? Let's just buy 30. That'll get us there with a little bit left over. Just make it. Yes, we made it with 4 left. Collect. So what do you think? Sounds rather exciting, doesn't it? Very. Just imagine an egg, but gold. What will they think of next? It's incredible. That's what has you most excited. Shiny, don't you think this sounds a little dangerous? You might have faced a dragon before, but the rest of us haven't. Speak for yourself. Hunter wouldn't have beat the Horntail in the Cursed Vault without my help. Come off it, Marilla. Shiny fought the dragon alone, and you know it. None of this is making me feel more comfortable. Are you sure that it's safe? I'll protect you. Don't worry. No dragon will harm you while I'm around. That's comforting, but I'm not sure how many dragons you can handle at once, Shiny. Well, I suppose we'll find out. There shouldn't be any need. Dragons rarely cooperate with one another, and they tend to keep their distance so long as they don't feel threatened. I suppose it doesn't sound quite so dangerous when you put it that way. How about you, Marilla? Interested in joining us? Just one question. Why me? Because I can count on you. We were curse breakers together. I want you to by my side if things get hairy. That's the first sensible thing you've said all day, Hunter. Alright, I'm in. Just like that? Why not? This is a job for curse breakers after all. How about you, Barnaby? I'll join you, Shiny, but only if you agree to my terms, which are Promise me that I'll get to ride a dragon. I'm not going to promise you that. Drive a hard bargain, Shiny. Very well. You drive a hard bargain. What? I'm getting into the mindset of Barnaby so much that I can predict what he's going to say, but I accept it. Brilliant. We'll be travelling by Portkey, so we'll meet in the courtyard tonight. Are you saying we have to spend the night there? Why not? It'll be fun. But where are we going to sleep? Do you have a tent? Yeah, it's only a 2-person tent. So, guys. Oh, no I don't. But I think I know where to get one. To Hagrid. Hagrid will have some. He's always got supplies, tenting supplies. Good idea, Shiny. Hagrid ought to have some camping supplies. Sometimes I envy Fang. His simple mind doesn't burden him with the sort of weighty thoughts I grapple with daily. It's true. Ooh. Good to see you there, Shiny. Let me guess. You heard it was whipping up another batch. He was whipping up another batch of rock cakes, did you? Actually, I wanted to ask you if you had any camping supplies I could borrow. Suit yourself. More rock cakes for me and Fang. Now, what do you need camping supplies for? I hope you're not planning to camp in the Forbidden Forest. Of course we're not. We're planning a class trip. Don't worry, it's school sanctioned. Well, you can tell you're not likely to give up. I'll lend you what I have, so as long as you get one thing sorted. Yeah, I've got to know your backcountry, preparedness and fire safety. Can't risk you getting hurt out there. Now, how much do you know already? I'm a camping expert, practically. In fact, I'm more at home in the wild than anywhere else. Explains why you should say no when your host offers you rock cakes. No such thing as common courtesy in the wild. Still, I reckon your friends aren't as feral as yourself. We might as well go over basics. Can't be too careful. Right, let's finish off. I started a little bit on Hagrid's supplies for our camping expedition. I'm guessing he's just going to repeat some of the things. If you were a tree, would you rather be in a forest of friends or stand alone? With friends, probably. Toasted marshmallows are dead tasty, but make sure you don't start a fire with it. No, I don't want to do that. So how big is this tent? Will we all fit? Did you mention to Hagrid that we'd be camping in a dragon sanctuary? If I see a bear, I feed Hunter. Feed it Hunter as a distraction. Yeah, I actually genuinely think she means that. How long does it take to toast the perfect marshmallow? Getting some key information there. Penny. Repeat from Barnaby. Need 3 more energy. Bosh. 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 And the cat saves the day. Cat saves the day, saves the energy. I think we covered everything. Yeah. Oh, don't just put yours on top of red cap there. Trust me on that one. Okay. So that about sums it up. Got any questions for me? Just one. Do all those fire safety rules still apply if we're camping at a Romanian dragon sanctuary? You're camping where? You neglected to mention that, Shiny. Oops, I suppose I did. This won't do at all. You'll not use any of my camping supplies till you've spoken with Professor KETTLEBURN. KETTLEBURN, what for? He can give you some advice for camping around dragons. Matter of fact, I'll walk you there myself. Can't risk you running off without proper training. Fair enough. Now would be a good time to talk about dragons, isn't it always? It is always with you. I'm not sure KETTLEBURN has the best track record for as far as safety is concerned. It's so true. I wonder how many dragons breeds Kettleburn's seen in the wild. I wonder how many dragons caused the injuries to him. Professor Kettleburn also have some good advice for you. Yeah. Hello there, Hagrid. What is this you've brought me? Young minds keen on acquiring knowledge, I hope. Something like that. Goshinyhunting is planning to spend the night at the Romanian Dragon Sanctuary. I warned you not to go looking for dragons, but I may as well have been warning myself at your age. Is Charlie behind it all, or are you the mastermind here, Shiny? Actually, this was more Charlie's idea. So, Mr. Weasley is behind it all. Sure enough, I can see the glint of dragon madness in your eyes, my young friend. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. I won't bother trying to dissuade you, but perhaps my hard-won wisdom can bring you back in one piece. That would be nice. I was a little worried about that. At least you won't be alone. I see you've convinced some friends to come along with join with you at this dangerous journey. Against our better judgment, perhaps. Very well then. You'd better all listen closely. Oh no, I've started a 3-hour quest. I have no energy. Right, so let's listen to what Kettleburn has to say. Blimey, I didn't know Kettleburn had so much experience with dragons. I wouldn't give to live among dragons. Kettleburn's advice could save all our lives. I better take good notes. These dragons will likely see me as a kindred spirit since I'm so powerful. Perhaps a dragon would offer to toast us some marshmallows. Probably not going to happen. But I like your thinking. If we want to have a campfire, would it attract dragons? Don't know. Dragons aren't like bears. Making yourself look big won't scare them off. Good tip if you ever face a bear. I'd recommend practicing your protective wards and stunning spells. Okay? No dragons are truly safe, but some breeds are less dangerous, aggressive than others. Why wouldn't go to live among dragons? There's no greater existential threat than dragon fire. Scary stuff. Some useful tips coming from old Bernie. I mean, dragons aren't like bears. Who would have thought it? To summarise, camping alongside dragons is dangerous and should not be taken lightly. However, you can reduce the risk somewhat by casting protective wards around your campsite. And remember, one stunning spell is rarely enough to drop a full-grown dragon. You'll need to work together. Whoa, we really need to fight dragons. It's possible. You can't take anything for granted when you're dealing with dragons. Why, just last summer I was tramping across the Carpathians when an iron belly nearly had me for supper. I would have lost my other arm if I hadn't managed to fire off a sleeping charm just before its jaws snapped shut. How awful. I find it's not best to be too attached to material things. Limbs come and go, but stories last a lifetime. That's the best outlook you could possibly have on losing a limb. You need only ask yourself if it's worth the danger. So, Charlie, why are you so intent on chasing dragons? I don't rightly know, to tell you the truth. I've just always liked them. The simple reasons are often the best. How about yourself, Shiny? What appeal do dragons hold for you? They're pretty damn beautiful. Sea dragons in their real natural habitat, soaring over the mountains. What could be better? Couldn't agree more, lad. The mere thought of it brings a tear to my remaining eye. Careful, you'll make me start crying too. Merlin's pants, they've all gone absolutely balmy. Not barmy, I'm afraid. Shiny simply has the soul of a poet, not unlike myself. You agree, Hagrid? Hagrid, where have you gone? Lost my signal. Hagrid, where are you? Snap into it, boy. I think he's showing the proper respect to dragons. I might feel more comfortable handling over my camping supplies now that you've had your say. Brilliant. Bill's Portkey will take us to the sanctuary soon. We'll get the supplies and meet him at the training grounds. Let's go. To the training grounds. The port key will activate soon. Meet me at the training grounds when it's ready. Okay, we will do, Bill. Finally, we're going to go to the port key and make our way to a whole distant place. There's going to be a stick here. There's going to be a stick here. Yes. Every little bit of energy helps. Do I have time to use it before I go? Because I did not use it. I was scared before, but I'm really quite excited for this trip. We're only a few moments away from seeing dragons. Let's do it. Right, all gather round. Everyone, the port key will activate soon, and then we'll be in dragon territory. It's not too late to turn back. Anyone? Nope. Agreed. You guys? I mean, is Charlie going to ever say no? Very well then. I won't be responsible for whatever happens, understand? I feel like if something bad happened, you would probably feel slightly responsible. Crikey, Bill, we all know the risks. Let's get on with it, shall we? Hagrid and Kettleburn have lectured us on camping and camping with dragons, respectively and extensively. There's nothing to worry about. We're properly prepared. I must say, I do feel like we've done the work. If anyone's ready to spend the night in a dragon sanctuary, it's us. And dragons, I expect they're always ready to spend the night there. So, especially around bedtime. Right. I can see you've learned a lot. Don't judge us by what Barnaby says. We really have done our research. And Hagrid's agreed to lend us his tent and camping supplies, so we'll be comfortable too. Good to hear. Did Kettleburn advise any specific methods for keeping the campsite safe? Yes. Protective wards around the campsite. Ah, of course. That would keep us safe from dragonfire. See? I told you we were ready. Alright. I suppose there's no point delaying any further. The port key ought to be active by now. Let's make sure everyone's present and accounted for before we go. Wouldn't want to get split up. Everyone's sound off. Sound off. This is actually a pretty cool quest, and I'm really. It may spell like what we have in store in the future once the year 7 ends. Maybe like after like still staying in the Harry Potter world, but maybe doing stuff like this. Right, I'll come back to you, Charlie. I'm obviously here. Why do I have to tell you? I'm here. Just look at me. Nope. Here. I'm here, but my mind is wandering far away among the mountains of Romania. Perhaps we ought to use the buddy system. No, it's uneven. Well, I suppose, Bill, if you want to join us. Everyone here. If you're not here, say so. That's just stupid. That sounds like something Barnaby would say. Penny Hayward, reporting for adventure. Raw! Sorry, I just can't wait to see these dragons. That makes sense that Charlie would say something like that. Right, let's all sound off, done, and then scrutinise. I can't decide if this port key is too gaudy or just the right amount of gaudy. What is it? What actually is it? It looks like a picture frame. Is it a picture frame? Oh, somebody said something about it. Go back to the tray. I think it's a tray. Oh, I've just done a 5. We'll never know. Well, we could know. We could just pause it on that point. But it said something about a tray. So just a metal tray. Looks like everyone's here. Can we take the port key now? Or are we all ready to go? Absolutely. I've been ready this whole time. Wait, what if I forgot something? Do you ever remember all? Wow, was I supposed to be one? Never mind. Barnaby, it's only one night. I reckon it'll be okay. Alright, then everyone, place your hands on the port key. Dragon Sanctuary, here we come. Oh, that's cool. Part 2 complete, Adventures in Curse Breaking done. In Part 3, we will make it all the way to the Romanian Dragon Sanctuary. Where's this? This is like a whole nother level outside of the Hogwarts world we're used to. So, yeah, I'm excited for this one. Hopefully you guys are as well. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.